The Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good.
I do not know how you have found your dealings with the Dalish.
Whatever my frustrations with them, it was a privilege to be able to help our people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
You and Elganon were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him. But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elganon was the worst. You have met him now. Can you see how he...
The way the two of you argued, it didn't...
How so?
Family knows you better than anyone.
I had not thought. I saw his right, and he saw me disrupt his plans for...
All right.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. To have that much power...
Well, he had you. You said you found the Dalish frustrating.
It is unfair to them. I awoke in a world that had forgotten, and those who tried to remember...
Like the terrible trickster Fen-Harel who sealed away the gods.
There was truth to their stories. My rebellion had indeed disrupted the lives of those who had been comfortable. And when I created the Veil, I destroyed an empire. Their judgments were fair, if clouded. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fen-Harel, they attacked me. After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having...
And one of the first lessons in the Mornwatch is that the
Yes. Though we may have seen the last of them.
We would have had a hard time getting out of there without your help.
I did not spend this long preparing you only to lose you to Elganon's machinations. No, I am sorry. That was poorly said. You have earned better from me.
Okay.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing, seeing you with your team.
I appreciate you saying that. Couldn't have been easy.
The only thing worse than being wrong is realizing it, but being afraid to change. Elganon's pride is no greater than mine, but he denies any failure on his part, and I at least try to acknowledge my mistakes. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. It took me centuries to build such a bond during my rebellion, and when I served the Inquisition, I tried to avoid entanglements.
What about the Inquisitor? Does she not count as a friend?
She was useful. But there were others I grew fond of despite myself when I was...
Cole, a spirit of compassion. He was the only one who knew who I really... Josephine, the Inquisitor, even Cassandra Pendergast. She was what I believed. I suppose I did bond.
Thank you for
Elganon and Gillenane. Elganon's power is tied...
That gives us some time to prepare.
You must be ready for whatever... I know that you will do...
So now Elganon's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elganon's immortal.
So long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens. And it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
Okay. We always knew this was going to be hard, right? And yeah, maybe it's a little harder now. More than a little. So we see it through.
Nice speech, Rook.
We found the gods before,
Not without help we didn't.
so we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
I can think of a few options, but I'm open to suggestions.
Wardens have run dry. Nothing new is moving in the deep roads.
And the Veil Jumpers couldn't find any trace of Elgranon or his archdemon.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And several storehouses worth of food, what little we had left. It's enough to feed the Antam Navy for 3 months. Or all of Treviso for 6 weeks.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanus?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
We've got options for what we do next. Figuring out where the Antam are taking those supplies should put us on the gods' trail. That said, the Venatori aren't up to anything good in Minrathous.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything she's been doing in the south, we owe her an update.
I'll let her know.
Today could have gone better, but it could have gone much worse. We fought off the Venatori and rescued the Dalish. That's a win by any standard. Rest up. And be ready to go. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.
Thanks for the tip-off. Got people clear.
You spend far too much time here, Dorian.
This is where all my favorite people are. Besides, I have news. And
Magister Parvus, it's good to see you again.
You're our eyes in the Magisterium.
yes, I know. Can't be
Well, what do you have for us? But Minrathous is already falling apart.
I know. While the Varantis' attack on this...
And the rumors about the Archon are true. He's dead. Assassinated during the Dragon's rampage. The palace has tried to keep the news from spreading until a new Archon steps up.
And no one has?
No one dares. Not with the Venatori circling like vultures. The risen gods are preparing for...
Preparing for something big. I don't like the sound of that. We barely got out of White.
And that's why we need to... Lenos is...
And then we find out what the god...
Let's hope it stays that one of Lenos' Venator...
We?
It's the Swan.
I'll head out right now. How well do you know Maevaris?
By reputation, she's been a prominent politician for a long time, and a hero to boot. We don't work together much, but from what I've seen, she's earned the good name.
We probably shouldn't keep Dorian waiting too long. There's Dorian.
There's Lenos' associate. Interesting, yes?
Mostly gone. Warm. I don't even know what this is. Ale? A bedroll. It's definitely seen better days. And it's damp. Sleeping out in the rain. Half-eaten stale bread, water flask, muddy socks, and this map. Minrathous targets. That doesn't sound good. This all sounds like trouble.
What are you poking
Dorian
about
will
there
want to know.
for?
Nothing else?
are not negotiable. Do not taunt the monster beneath the floorboards. But we do accept returns.
Siege of Siconia, back on stage. Where is the other?
Lenos intends to destroy the city with blight and dust.
Carthus. You should head there immediately.
All right, let's go.
There's a problem.
You are fantastic.
Take cover!
Well, look at that.
Everyone all right?
Something tore through these gates. Something big.
Company, get ready. There we go.
Good one, Brooke.
That was magic.
Lucky shot. Look out!
Clear.
More blights in the way. That did it. We can...
Think there's enough of them?
Snipers!
Got us at a distance. Hey, behind you.
Everything's crumbling down here. Might be tricky to get out.
At least a dozen people have been lost trying to map this place. Thought I'd mention that. That's enough. Look for another blight boil.
Find the blight boils. We need to clear the way and keep pushing. We got it. Way should be clear.
Shadow dragons? How did you find this place? For me! Think you've won? Do you think you can stop the Venatori? Or the risen gods?
I won't give up the city to them. Or to you.
The Shadow Dragons have brought nothing but chaos to the city!
At least we're not trying to blight it.
Your life for there!
Stay in cover.
That's one less corrupt Templar in Minrathous.
Can't say he'll be missed.
Let's look around. See what we find.
In Treviso, we have a tale of a masked man who lived in the bowels of the city.
Sitting in the sewer and consumed with lust for a noble woman he couldn't have.
You know the story.
We have the same one in Minrathous.
The risen gods. Ritual. That's what the gods in the Venatori are preparing for. Lenos' documents. They detail the Venatori's long-term plans and what they want to do to Tevinter. These star charts predict an eclipse to make magic stronger.
Ritual magic, empowered by an eclipse.
All this, the ritual, the eclipse, and the Venatori plans. We have to bring this to the Shadow Dragons immediately.
We need to tell the Shadow Dragons what we found.
Evil old gods, rituals, wait. Learning about the gods' plans is wonderful, of course. But the lists of magic...
You've looked at it already.
Information on their... This is power, May.
You, on the throne.
Tell me that wouldn't be a...
Changing Tevinter, helping people.
You've given us an oath.
But how would you use...
Dorian wants to use... I say we make the...
We tried that already. Or have you forgotten? No.
Swords and spot. If we go out...
We're Shadow Dragon.
The point was...
May, the...
Enough. Rook, you have been instrumental in... Which strategy do you prefer?
What sort of change are you trying to achieve?
For a start, slavery.
And Tevinter has been the Zoparat.
And all that's just...
Shouldn't you be on the same side?
We are on this...
If we went with Dor...
And I'd absolutely...
We'll see.
Will we?
Mevaris, you really believe me?
Dorian wants to work. That doesn't inspire.
Unless they find some...
Politics is a long...
Dorian,
Not necessarily.
He learned that from his...
It worked.
We're not for...
I'm merely saying the game is rigged. If they're gone...
You want me to choose who will be Archon. But I'm not even from here. I can't decide.
Then talk to the ones who are. See what they say. Asher and Tarquin, Nev, Gallus, they're all a part of this, just as you are. We should all be comfortable with whatever course we take.
All right. I'll go do that.
Grand news about Lenos. One less crooked.
The city will be better off with him gone.
We can hope.
Lenos made my life miserable.
I hear he started out different, but I didn't know that, Lenos. Still.
Dorian and Mevaris still have to decide what to do with everything we got from Lenos.
I just don't know enough about Tevinter to know what's best for its people.
I suspect this decision will determine Tevinter's path for years to come.
Then Dorian's way is my choice. He knows you don't stop to talk when you find a hole in the enemy's defenses.
Dorian is a brash rebel.
And Mevaris too much of a romantic.
I think the people will appreciate Mevaris returning as the leader they've always wanted to see.
No. They'll appreciate their lives actually changing for the better.
What do you think might happen, depending on who leads?
With May, she gets power back again. Gets one more shot at changing Tevinter from the top down. Worst that could happen is nothing. But that's what you risk when all you rely on is hope. But with Dorian...
We could get chaos, strife. Things might get harder before they get easier. If they get easier.
I'll take my chances.
And whoever leads will have the Shadow Dragon's support, right?
Count on it.
We'll keep fighting. For Dorian. Or for Mevaris.
What else is there to do in this town, anyway? It rains all the damn time.
So, what do you think?
Lenos is gone. We got information about the Venatori's plans, the god's ritual. I'd call that a good day. Oh, that. You're dragging me into it?
You know me. I'm trouble. But more than that, it's your city. Your Tevinter. And I care about what you think.
Sweet talker. Mevaris Talani has been in this game for decades. She's dedicated and ruthless when she needs to be. Dorian Parvis is a wild card. Flashy and inventive, he'll keep his enemies on their toes. But if you're asking me, I'd go with Mevaris. She'll inspire people, show them that the Magisterium can be better than it is. Right now, after the gods and everything else, that's what this city needs. What we all need.
Thanks, Nev. That helps.
That's what I'm here for.
Maker. A full quarter of the Magisterium supporting a cult. Bending the knee to these risen old gods just for a taste of more power.
Demanding intelligence.
Look at me.
Ah.
What do you think? Who should be leading the charge from here on?
What happens after it's decided who'll lead?
Well, Lenos is gone, the cult's numbers are down, and they're scrambling to prepare for the god's ritual. They'll be distracted. It's a perfect opportunity to get our preparations in order.
All plans contingent on surviving the current disaster, of course.
Dorian should lead.
Then it is decided. Of course, it only makes sense, but... Ha! Look at me! The sudden pressure.
You won't be alone. All of us are behind you. The Shadow Dragons, the city, her people.
It will take all of them to overcome the risen gods.
You'll find a way to bring them.
The people know they don't want... I can, however, show them gods, cults...
Have you heard about these shadow dragons?
Masters in Docktown? Who's our next rising star?
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Clan Llewellyn. We try to be no one you've heard of. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elganon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
We were up against an archdemon and he reached out to help. Seemingly.
You're not sure about his motives?
Could be genuine. Could be self-interest.
He's never clear. But he's always... How many of his names do you... God of Lies? I called him by another name for a time.
You went your separate way.
There was some unfortunate over... I'll never excuse...
But...
He became those names when he fought...
You're making us sound like Solus. That's uncomfortable.
We're not like our enemy.
Simple as one of Varric's moral.
Or trapped by what we've lost. Also one of his. Tell me about the team you've built.
Are they a concern, or...?
You look distracted. Something on your mind?
You ever get a bad feeling you can't shake, but you don't know if it's for you or someone else?
With my job, it's usually both.
Yeah.
Rook stopped the Auton. Took down their comic maker. He did your job. I can't believe you're defending them. You're letting them be a part of this? My cousin died because the governor didn't stop the Antam from taking over.
Jacobus?
I'm fine. But I'm not going to be a part of this.
Well, now that unpleasantness is dealt with, about your mysterious informant.
Whoever they are, they know the Antam and Treviso.
Your message made it sound like this informant also knows where the gods are staging their ritual.
Treviso does not need this troublemaker. This should be left to proper officials.
It very much concerns Rook. We have a contact who offers access to the Butcher and privileged information on the gods.
A chance to find your gods and to free the city. A prize for both our causes.
Both are important. Strong with the crows, strong against the gods.
Someone else seems to think so. The contact knows the city and the Antam.
How do you know it's for real?
They gave us patrol patterns. Dread...
And you didn't share the...
People in this city continue to...
So where are we meeting? And they asked for me.
Even with what happened to Treviso, your fight against... You have respect, and no small...
From who, though? That's the question.
There's really no clue who would...
They're foolish enough to...
They promise him...
So do you!
It's getting the best.
That has yet to be proven.
Hypothetically...
I would prepare.
Not everything is an...
I said to prepare.
What about the human help the Antam?
We continue what you...
You trust them?
We are all...
And yet those are...
I'll talk with this mystery contact.
And the rest of us.
If we can remove the Butcher and weaken the... With luck... Our informant is near the field hospital, Rook.
They said you'd know them on sight.
Remember, there are injured people there.
Rook.
What's happening?
They're working with
The Antam will claim it was to scare away...
Our agents cannot...
Okay. Iago and Taya said our informant is somewhere in the market. Let's find them. I just hope their supposed information about the god's location is actually true.